How's it going? Oh, I should write notes. How's it going? Today we're going to be talking about day and night SMP, which is something I'm trying to make at UCF. I'm a student here. This is, I'm at UCF right now. Audition Arena. I kind of want to talk about this sort of process I'm going through. The camera's bad because it is night. Well, it's almost 6 a.m., but it is dark outside. I created day and night SMP. I'm ready to convert one of my Discord servers into this, which was originally creator nights, but is now going to be day and nights. The night part of day and night is KNIGHT, like nights, because the funny tip I've heard about clubs while I was officer in a club for 2 years is that, as it turns out, if you do I have a comb in my hair? Oh, that's right. If you have night in the title of your club at UCF when you apply to be a club, it's more likely to be admitted because they like the fact that it's like uniform. At UCF, you got they're all night themed clubs. It's kind of silly, which I don't mind. I'm creative enough to figure out a solution to, you know what? I don't like how I can't show my Spamton bow. The laptop's just not far enough away from me. Perfect. There we go. It's just not stabilized. I can edit this. I can yap and I can edit this. I don't know why I'm being quiet. I just think that's kind of like a good change. When it's quiet around you, you kind of feel the need to be quiet, and I like that. Even if there's no reason necessarily to. There's this quality I've noticed in clubs where you would think I'd want to lead, but I always just want to push the leadership onto someone else. I want to create something, make some sort of idea, assist with something, and then give it to somebody else. Maybe not as a gift, but as relieving pressure. Maybe both. I feel happy giving stuff away, giving responsibilities to someone else, but I think that's what it is. It's the responsibility I don't want. And in day and night SMP, I'm going to be the president, but it's going to be more like a socialism presidency. Like, I was in VR nights as an officer, so how that went basically is there was the president, John, there was the vice president, Mystery, and then there was me, Loomy, the events director at one point, and then very quickly I became the treasurer, which neither of those roles literally meant anything because we had these sequences of officerships, but we just all did our own tasks. Now I was known as the one who did the most in the club, along with Mystery. John, well, he did the important stuff like being the president and doing the president things like paperwork, which I would not enjoy doing. He was also at a good amount of the meetings, but Mystery was at more meetings than I was at the most meetings. By meetings, I mean we were doing VR chat meetings every week. That's important because we were trying to do other things, but as long as we did that, there was still activity in the club. The first semester we did it, which was fall 2024, very solid amount of meetings, for sure. I enjoyed that sort of thing. And so that's how I want to run day and night SMP. There was a previous club I was in on the media team. It took me a long time to get there. I definitely didn't show I could be on media team until I was having a lot of fun with it. I mainly played on the server. It was a Minecraft club. But another thing I wanted to mention is I want there to be a Minecraft club at UCF. That's something I wish there was more of, and I very much enjoyed the Minecraft server club I played at UCF. Before my time, before 2024, for a few years at least, I would assume since 2020 or 2021, but maybe even more, there was this club named Mine UCF at UCF, Classic Vanilla Minecraft Club. There was an SMP that used to be an official club at UCF, but then ended up going online, but was still promoted at UCF until the day that it became not as popular. But now there is that void. I talked to used to be my friend Caleb, now I didn't know him as much, but he did the tech stuff on the side of the most recent SMP I was in. And at first I wasn't really sure how to take it, but he's like, you know what? There's a hole in the market for an SMP like this. You can create it. And I didn't really take that as anything originally. I'm like, yeah, I mean, there is, but not like I can do anything about it. But I can do something about that. I don't like my hair right now. But anyway, there is this hole in the market, and less the fact that there's a hole in the market, something commercial, something that I can utilize for my own self-gain. Like most things I'm a part of, eventually, the longer I'm in it, the more I do want to take a leadership role or help in a lot of ways. A lot of the times in these sorts of gaming communities or what have you, these clubs, I wish I was an officer, but the reason I never made it vocal or really committed to being a part of the community enough to try this is just because it's not really my MO, usually. When I'm in it long enough and I feel encouraged by the community to continue, then I do seek more leadership roles. I was a YouTuber in this MMO called Pixel Worlds. It was a niche game, and straight away I wanted to be a YouTuber, not because it was a straight away thing, but because I was prepared from it from a previous community. So actually this sort of thing feels pretty common for me. I find a community that was Growtopia where I really wanted to be a moderator, really wanted to be someone, a shining light in there, a YouTuber, and then I find a new project that's so similar and really inspires me. Hair is so complicated. That is so good enough for now. So when I joined the Pixel Worlds community, from day one, I wanted to be a YouTuber in the community. The biggest, or be able to really have a go on this, self-sustain myself through a community so I can continue to do the community and, you know, be able to live off that, not have to rely on other things. I get really committed. It's like the one thing I want to do. Very one note and similar maybe to Mr. Beast, where you just want to do YouTube. You just want to do this thing and kill it and do it till you die, because that's what makes you happy, and that's the exact sort of situation I'm in. I love things when I really get into them, and I end up really wanting to self-sustain myself. And the Pixel Worlds community was YouTube, and I did all I could to create opportunities and create ideas to work with people to popularize it to mainstream so I could do it forever, so I could do it full time. I never had ever an idea of wanting to do something as a leaping pad to get somewhere else. It's not something I'm proud of, it's just how I am. I just do something to commit to it because I absolutely adore it. And I was never really that committed to Minecraft. It is just something I like to play with my friends. It's fun. I never wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber. In fact, recently when I was a part of that media team, I'd make a lot of Minecraft videos. Really, particularly story-based videos for that community. It was a role-playing server for Minecraft, which is very different than anything I've ever played on. In fact, I had never played on something like that. I'd never role-played before. I really got into it, and then I had this realization last month that, like, wait, I was a Minecraft YouTuber for like half a year. That's really funny. I never realized I could be that, nor did I really want to. It just made me so happy that my community would support me and my community was behind me. That made me really excited and really thrilled to be able to do that. And so wrapping around to day and night, I aim to make a server that is safe. Something notable about the first year, the last SMP I played in was around for. It was not very safe. It was full of people like me originally, where I'm queer, but I didn't express that. When I'm in a Minecraft community, I just want to min-max, I just want to fuck around. That's a community that allowed that, but didn't encourage it. In this sort of server, I want to find a way to encourage all the different play styles, as if I'm developing Minecraft. Make updates that genuinely try to every single play style, and I hope to run a club like that. I think that'd be really fun. And so yeah, that's day and night SMP. I'm sure you could assume how the rest of it works. I make an SMP, I have channels for people to post art in, or their stories, or just talk about stuff, or talk about their media. It's gonna be fun if I'm able to do it. I made an interest form, so I'm not gonna post it here, but if you're at UCF, you will find it. And I'm sending it to my friends, so I'm hoping if I get 10, 12 emails, I can start the club, and it'll be a blast. So, see ya, Laya. Enjoy day and night. And then eventually, look, the sun's coming up. The sun's... How do I do that? The sun's coming up. Look at that. It went from night to day and night. Anyway.